afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host and Pearl Dane. The one, the only master of propaganda, the only songs and source of community entertainment, off here to a 1 vs 1 own. Will Shankar in the east of this Shoguncho fighting here for the Red Army, the Soviet Union. Comrade Stalin. Not Trotsky, he's a bad one. Taking on the role here of the first mechanized corps with guard motor featuring, well, T-35s, heavy mortars, guardsmen, crew repair trainings, and marked vehicle with satchel mine and penal tool bulletins. Versus in the west, it is Borobadger, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, with Jaeger infantry, German infantry, and Osttruppen. Double infantry, well, Panzerfaust taking the alternate infantry bulletins there. But we got Canadian before 2 for Borobadger. We got double engineers with Strafnik on the way for Shoguncho. Definitely a bit rare to see penal troops nowadays. The conscripts have just been so strong as of late. You know, there's just not been much room for the penal troopers. That's not to say the penal troopers are bad, but it's just conscripts are just so efficient at the moment. But all right, we got a penal troop built here from Shoguncho, so that's definitely a bit of a rare sight. We got points being secured, moving it all the way off here the cart. Gonna be setting out there for Borobadger with M4 of course ready to support them. Good move there. Up north, engineers season nominations. Grabbing points here, probably gonna hit something for the fuel point there. And we got the first Strafniki unit out here for Shoguncho and the Red Army. The Grenadiers set advance on the center victory point, setting up position behind a wrecked Rauchenschlepper Ost, I believe, which was sort of a specialized tractor for the Eastern Front the Germans made. Even more fun fact, they actually converted a bunch of them into tank destroyers, which basically meant they had a large wooden platform with a PaK-40 mounted on them. Sort of a funny little design there. Grenadiers versus the penal troops there. We got more Grenadiers there for Borobadger. Standard stuff here. Grenadiers versus penal troops here. Grenadiers likely going to lose that one unless they get lucky. Of course, M4-2 come into flank here from the north. Press the penal troops. But there you go. Get caught him in the still. Should be able to set up and press them, I think. It's a good chance. There we go, opening up. If not suppressed, they'll turn take some damage. Securities got ready for Borobadger. There you go. They are suppressed. Good move there, but they're getting flanking M4-2 with the engineers. Good move there, but Shoguncho turn the tables there. Borobadger need to retreat M4-2. They've got the pioneers trying to further turn the tables there. Penal troops got right from the center. Engineers are pushed back here in the north. In the south, Shoguncho second year squad continues to advance here for the glory of the Red Army. Rifles clenched tightly in their hands. Grenadiers in that center victory point, obviously. Penal troops are reinforcing. Second squad on the stand. Giving a full total of 2 penal troop squad here for Shoguncho. Of course, they still pack a punch versus the Wehrmacht. You got that delay before you get to the field. Plus, the M4-2 is a pretty good tool against them. So, penal troops in that sense were typically much more popular with the Oberkommando West, which does not have access to light machine guns early on, anyways. Light machine guns, heavy machine guns. I'm being dumb. Grenadiers versus penal troops there. I'll wait, caught out in the open. They quickly routed. Of course, the 1-1 engagement. The penal troops tend to be quite fair, but as soon as the MG42 appears, the penal troopers' chances suddenly dip a bit. But anyway, it's getting a lot of points here. MG42, in fact, is still back at base, so that helps out Shoguncho a bunch here. We got Ticker there for Borobadger. Triple guns into MG42. Standard opening there. Shoguncho here could, of course, go for another penal troop squad. Now, he could also be planning a sniper, I suppose. So that would be a bit of a curious build there. And there we go, and do in fact get the sniper here for Shoguncho. MG4 sitting up there, opening up on the engineers, Grenadiers backing up here if necessary. Up north, we've got a flank of the M4 going by the cup front. Good move there by Shoguncho. Nice maneuver, completely confounds Borobadger's defense here. Good, strong move there, and Borobadger could even risk losing M4-2 with a bit of bad luck, but no. Shoguncho backs up, decides not to risk it, but even then he's cut off the field there. He has disrupted Borobadger's defense here, and now the penal troops got to attack here through the center. Maybe try and go for the M4-2, though I think he should be a bit faster there. May have to pull back. He could, of course, try to kill the gunner. Doesn't have the luck there. Pims are being pursued, and Pioneers retreating up north. A lot of action here. Pims was caught suppressed, and then almost got the MG42, though, so he was really close. I mean, if he'd gotten, say, the gunner killed, he probably could have taken it out. So now about here for Shoguncho and the Red Army. Borobadger here going for Jaeger infantry, featuring ambush training, Jaeger light infantry upgrades, the Jaeger command squad, light artillery badges, and the Stuka close air support. So I imagine we'll be seeing some ambush camouflage. That can probably be quite effective as a snipers. And certainly one of my personal favorite ways of counting snipers is catching them with an ambushed MG42, since that's really good. And more importantly, it's really fun. It does take a bit of setting up there with hold fire, and then using attack moves, since you don't want to accidentally solve the machine gun to set up. As that feels bad. Finish over that one. I'll wait, no ambush camouflage here though yet for Borobadger. We do get the fast like to make a nice company plus medics, making probably no ambush camouflage there. Pioneers getting mines for the kits, and obvious word here that Shoguncho's been laying down mines, which in fact he has. He's been laying down numerous mines here on the path towards the standard territory cutoff point. Sniper though, 3 kills so far. Pioneers themselves with penal troopers. They can block the point being grabbed, but with a minesweeper there, combat prowess is going to be particularly weak here. In the center before towards the advancing penal trooper sniper nearby. Need to upgrade that with an ambush camouflage upgrade there as soon as possible. The faster the better, I would say, there for Borobadger. He's going for the 2-2 though. I mean, that's obviously a pretty good counter. Veterans 1 gain, then the MD4 2 penal troopers, then anti-tank rifles. Obviously in anticipation of Borobadger going for an armored car, since that is the typical counter. Again, no one expects the ambush MG42. Trust me on that one. Then he's reinforcing. 2-2 almost done. North air point being secured. Back here, troops reinforcing healing. Sniper falling back. There we go. Shoguncho going for guardsmen. Planning obviously to go for a mix of penal troops and guardsmen here. Bit short on the munitions for the DP light machine guns on the guards, rifle, infantry. Up north, their point being seized here by Shoguncho and the Red Army, and we got the 2-2. Like the Panzer Spear Wagner for Borobadger, was based off a regular car design. I believe it's the Horst 50 or something like that. Based on an armored version. In fact, a lot of German early war vehicles, or early vehicles there, like also the 250, Halfton 251, were based off, shall we say, well, more civilian-ish designs. Or at least, you know, less offensive designs. Like more regular tractors and such there. So, little fun fact there about the 2-2. Little fun fact. Continuing up, you have north, you got the 2-2 going here for the engineers, pushing them back. Sniper there with 6 kills. And of course, all the anti-tank rifles moving north to do with the 2-2. MG42 still not seeing any ambush camouflage. I feel like it's a minor oversight there. Again, light machines wait for the grenadiers. Again, combined with ambush camouflage, they can do a lot of damage, as it gives us a nice little accuracy bonus, which means units with a, well, higher rate of fire weapons like the LMG42, but also just the G43s, they can actually do some serious damage. So, again, little fun fact, they can also go for the Jaeger command squad now. That would also be quite effective, obviously. And there you go, Jaeger command squad out here for Borobadger. Still not ambush camouflage on enemy's units. The gun is moving ahead. Penal trooper and guardsmen there, of course, moving about to ensure the 2-2 doesn't get a clear line here at the sniper. Of course, Shoguncho could, in theory, try and create a situation that could maybe bait the armored car going for the sniper. Though obviously, that would be really risky and could easily backfire on him. So while he could do it, it's not something I would blame him for not wanting to try out. Yeah, command squad penal troopers being hosed down. It seems like instead it's Shoguncho being baited into, almost throwing away his penal troopers there. But he does seem to be saving it here, though he does drop an anti-tank rifle there. Almost got the penal trooper squad there. Could go for the sniper now. I think there's an opportunity here for Borobadger, but the armored car's being a bit awkward. And he's grabbed the anti-tank rifle, and that rather precludes, I think, any attempt with the 2-2 rush down the sniper. Of North M14 to grab away territory, and there we go. As everything that's happened there, Shoguncho sees an opportunity to go for the car plant and cut off Borobadger's fuel supply again. Thumbs up there. Strong move, sniper there with 13 kills, continuing to blaze away there and murder his way through Borobadger's forces. Troops reinforcing healing, 2-2 being fixed up. That reinforcement healing, got the tank command going up there for Shoguncho. Sniper heading northwards, grabbing the northern fuel plant with the Strafniki, having hit the car point, good move. Penal was routed though, they decide not to hang about for much longer around that one. Not insensible. Tank command halfway done there for Shoguncho, could see a fast T70. Of course, Shoguncho could have a slightly more bold plan in mind and go straight for the T3045. Skipping the tank command in the process. Obviously a bit more risky in some ways, but also be a lot more potent if it pays off. So we're not blamed for Shoguncho for trying to do that. $15 kills on the sniper there, now they're going to do a drop stat. Still no ambush camouflage here from Borobadger. Like the only unit it currently has, of course, is the command squad, which starts with it by default. Little fun fact there, by the way. Gunner's getting hammered, need to be careful. The MG42 moving up there, opening up as well. We got 2 kills, veterans who 1, still ambush camouflage, wrapping over the penal troopers. Great hit there, forcing Shoguncho to retreat his penal troopers unless he wants them to get exterminated. Gunner's advancing in the centre. The command squad moving up, seizing the southern field point as well there. Good pressure here by Borobadger, and nonetheless has managed to turn the table around pretty rapidly here versus Shoguncho, and is in fact now mostly in command of the map. T7 could be going for now, or again he could be planning the mechanized armor company. We'll have to see what it is Shoguncho is planning. Both options I'd say are quite viable, but do require of course some particular things to be kept in mind. Yeah, command squad they're trying to rifle grenade, but the penal troopers are not particularly hit by it except for Petrov, who drops dead. Mine goes off somewhere, and I think there was a mine set off there. Not entirely sure if it was intentionally or not. He's probably expecting the mines. Obviously it does there. Going to come up with Penal Troops and Engineers. No tech yet here for Borobadger. Of course, he's been a bit short on fuel, so he can't easily push for it. Though he probably want to get ready for it anyways. Heading the southern fuel point back. Then we got the sniper setting out there. 20 kills. Quite good kill tally here for Shoguncho snipers so far. Pretty good. Gunneer drops dead. 21 kills. Not looking too bad at all there. Guardsman heading northwards. DP light machine guns ready. Pack 44. Borobadger was aware about the T-70 here from Shoguncho. A very sensible worry to have, obviously. No, cancels it. Oh dear. Is he perhaps uncertain? What could Borobadger's plan be? Oh, he got a second guard squad out. Then he still don't have a T-70, so I think what Shoguncho's going to do is basically just skip the 10-10 command. Oh, that is doing anything with it. And go straight for the Mechanized Armor Company. Slightly greedier strategy in some ways, but can also be quite effective if your opponent isn't ready for a fast T-34-85. And to be fair, most of them players aren't. So there you go. Borobadger is taking up. They can see there's a fuel drop and manpower drop that is rather significant. So he's going to be pushing for the Supremo Core. Meanwhile, Shoguncho is likely to be pushing for the T-35. And I think he's going to be safely able to push for a T-35 here faster than Borobadger can get out a, say, Panzer IV, even a Stug. He's probably going to have to go for Stug here. Snub with 25 killed, continues to bleed out here. Borobadger is finally going for an ambush camouflage on the MD-42. Very good there. Thumbs up on that one. And we'll see if we can catch some units with it. And again, if we can catch the sniper with it, that'd be absolutely spectacularly great for Borobadger and rather horrifying for Shoguncho. Then he's saying Jaeger from outscoring northwards to deal with any Russian interlopers up there or Soviet interlopers. Tech almost done. Meanwhile, there we go. Shoguncho's going for the Mechanized Armor Company. As you can see there, he's got plenty of fuel already. We're talking probably a minute and a half, and he can call in the T-30-45. And Borobadger at most is going to have like one Pack 40 at the moment to stop that. And he's going to need Stu to really deal with it. Like Panzer IVs just do not perform spectacularly well versus T-30-45s. You're going to need something with a lot more pounds to deal with the T-35s. Well, significant health total there before T to fall back. About to get wiped out. Borobadger in a slightly more quick position versus Shoguncho. Despite initial good pushes, things are slightly faltering here. Supremo Core almost done. We have the initial guardsman. And Graves being forced to fall back into the gun machine gun. Oh, heavy machine gun cleared out. That's a big blow here to Borobadger in particular. If Shoguncho gets his hand on it, but he decides not to push his light there. Great fortune there for Borobadger. Otherwise, that would have been very uncomfortable for him. And even then, the Yankees are going to make a run for it. Can they do it? Charging the trajectory. This is sniper a bit exposed. There you go. Gatling to block such a pursuit there. Close shave though. Close shave. Supremo Core ready. Can soon go for the Stug. Meanwhile, Shoguncho is moments away from the T-30-45. He's got the fuel. He just needs the manpower. And he doesn't need a lot more manpower to really go for the sniper either. I mean, the T-30-45. I mean, the sniper's there. Halfway to the ace level. Two almost taking up the guardsman. Yeah, come out watching again here. I think they're looking to get behind the sniper, kill them out. They're a nice flank here by Borobadger. 2 thumbs up there. But obviously at the same time it also gives ample warning here to get for Shoguncho to get sniper to safety. But overall like the idea and the way he's doing this. Then he's moving in. He's not entirely sure where the sniper is. And there you go. Orders to hold fire there. Good move. But he might still get discovered. He's trying his best to move through the terrain. Avoid detection while getting troops into the area to sort of that way facilitate the escape of the sniper. Really good play there by Shoguncho. A really good play, and the sniper's hiding out. Then we got the large Soviet force moving in here. 2-2 need repairs. He needs to get down here, but he can't. And gives just a huge force here, a massive relief force from Shoguncho. And again, Borobadger can probably to some extent figure out the sniper somewhere in the area, but he just doesn't know the specific. There goes sniper spotted. Can he deal with him? No, they're going to need to take too much damage, and so he missed the opportunity to take out the sniper here. They do have the MD-42 opening up, but Oh, can I see a mistake by Shoguncho? Bad call, and the sniper goes down. He was so close to saving the sniper, and then just pressed retreat, forgetting that there's also troops around the center. Yikes. Panther 4 there for Borobadger. Ooh. T-35 there for Shoguncho. Definitely, I feel like this could prove to be a bad call by Borobadger. We'll have to see, of course, but he really is going to need Stoogs long term. Even short term, he's going to need Stoogs. Other grand punch up north, we got the guardsman in there, but that was a definite tactical blunder there with the sniper. Should have just taken a more safe route in the first place instead of just hitting the retreat like that. But that happens. Sometimes you think, you know, oh, it's not going to do that. And of course, they take that retreat path. And you're just going, God damn it, Relic. But anyway, Tutzeming against the guard squad there up north by the fuel point here. Panther 4 almost done there for Borobadger and Deutschland. Yeah, Command Squad pushing back here. The guards, penal troops and engineers in the south. And hit a mine, taking nasty losses in the process. Panther 4 ready. T-35 ready. That's going to be one regular medium tank versus a premium medium here in the form of the T-35. That is not going to be a particularly amazing engagement there for Borobadger then. And again, he lacks a pack forward. Meanwhile, his opponent's plenty of anti-tank rifles to back up his tank. So the Panther 4 T-35 engagement is going to be particularly lopsided against Borobadger. He is getting the pack 40, but even then, it's going to not be particularly great here. There you go. Panther 4 shoots, shot bounces. T-35 moving up to 85 and gun and shoots and does not bounce. Panther 4 that gets a good hit. We got Mark targeting the Panther 4. Machine gun routed here. Pack 40 almost done there for Borobadger. Northern point being seized with engineers. We got 400 versus 392 so far. Borobadger has a minuscule leader with Shoguncho. But even then, Shoguncho is rapidly catching up in there. Going straight for the base. He shows no mercy, no fear. Go straight for the Panther 4. Decent hit there. Good hit from the Panther 4 on the T-35. And the Pack 40 is ready. The Panzer Abwehrkanone on the 40. Good hit for the T-35. Note a lot of German divisions could actually not get the Pack 40 because they're not producing sufficiently large numbers. They had to make do with either Pack 38s or basically just other anti-tank guns from other armies. For example, like this is 3 divisional field gun, for example. We're actually converting large numbers to use German ammunition, for example. That's a fun side note there. Yeah, Command's going up here. Pim's on the front from him before getting suppressed. Very good there. Ambush camouflage ready on that one. Again, good work. You could upgrade the Grenadiers with it as well. Again, very good upgrade overall, I think. Very good. Considering how low cost it is, it does add some nice benefits. Up north, the engineers being pushed back there, but then Grenadiers with MG42. We got 395 to 386. And Shoguncho decides to call in some artillery here to blast the fascists into oblivion. And we go Guardsman hiding up behind a Balkan Schlepper Ost, pushes back the Panzer 4 there. At least Borobadger decides not to test his luck with that one. Let me see what it goes for next. More Panzer 4s. But again, I feel like Stoogs would be a pretty good choice here. Now, of course, adding some ambush camouflage to the Grenadiers. Again, with the light machine guns in ambush mode, they can actually quickly land some fast damage and drop some Soviet infantrymen. Pick pushing to the north here by Shoguncho. Also might be lining up in assault in the centre, though I think a flank through the south and the north at the same time could be quite devastating against Borobadger. Also worth noting, I don't think Borobadger's been mining at all. Meanwhile, Shoguncho's been very consistent with his mining. Definitely picking a nose out there by Borobadger, though of course at times he has been strong to have enough map control to make it. Oh no, that's a big mistake there by Shoguncho. Almost cost him the heavy mortar there. That'd been pretty great for Borobadger if he could clear that out and even stolen it. That would also been very embarrassing for Shoguncho. But that did not come to pass. That was a still awkward bit for Shoguncho. We got the T-35 there racing forward. Backing up infantry, charging southwards. Panther 4 going south as well. The Pim's squad they're caught. Gasping nearby with the DP light machines and the PTRS-41s. And there you go. We got buttoning fire. There we go. T-5 moving up the flank with the Panther 4. Pack 40. Got a hit off Panther 4 from the T-35 there. Looks like Shoguncho might have made a mistake here. Overextended. And we could see the T-35 go down. But so could the Panther 4 here. Who gets off the shot and gets the kill? T-35 almost down. The Panther 4 is kaputt. Panzerkampfwagen 4 zerstört. Oh yeah, come on, the Panther 4 finishing off the T-35 there. I mean, in terms of trade-off, it's probably a bit better there for Borobadger, but even then, he doesn't exactly want to be like trading tanks from one as the Wehrmacht. You never do. So I think overall, Borobadger comes off a bit worse. He's going to go for another Panther 4. Meanwhile, Shoguncho's going to go for another T-35, at which point, they're not going to be much further. Machine gun now cleared out here, almost. In fact, yeah, gets wiped there by the Guardsman. Penal troopers, artillery badge called in, the preventing and pursuit in the aim before doing grabbing it away. Back here, troops reinforcing. 2-2 get abandoned within the base. That's pretty lucky. I'm surprised he did decide just to go for another Pantavoy rather than the Stug, since again the Stug's just going to be better as the T-35s, and then you could get, say, a pair of them out, and then you could consider going for Osmonds and then deal with the infantry, which I think would be a much better division of labour here for his armoured forces. But here we are. T-3045 halfway done there for Shoguncho and the Red Army. Darting up in the centre here. Always using that ability there, the not hit the dirt, but firing positions, something like that. Yep, firing positions. I'll wait Panther here for Borobadger. Machine gun recruit for the second time. We'll be seeing ambush camouflage for the third time. We'll have to see. There you go, T-3485 out here for Shoguncho and the Red Army. Panther moving in towards the centre. Guards will there, caught under fire. Panther shoots, and it's a shot that completely misses the mark. Maybe hits a squirrel, but that's about it. T-35 moving up the Pack 40 nearby support. Good hit there on the Panther with the T-35. Pack 40 pointing in the wrong direction. Not great there for Borobadger. Shoots and then misses the T-35. There, Jaeger command squad there, getting a good hit on the heavy mortar. Panther could maybe finish it off. Another hit, there we go. Almost got the heavy mortar, but does look like it's giving here the wrath of Borobadger and Das Vaterland. But there you go, T-35. Oh, gets a good hit. He does clear it, but it is, I think, at this point, absolutely impossible for Borobadger to crew it unless he wishes to really throw away a lot of units, which I don't think is going to be worth it, even if the heavy mortar could be quite handy for him. Oh dear, caught him moving his forces way through the Pack 40, but Shoguncho does not push it. So that's lucky there for Borobadger. That is very lucky. Still pretty close to each other in terms of victory points, with a small lead for Borobadger over Shoguncho. Guardsman ranking back up to the T-35, Pack 40. Takes a man of loss, gets to it in the T-45. Got back into one there, opening up for the target weak point ability. You got Penal to receive us the Pioneers and the 2-2, which is finally back in order here for Borobadger. Strafnik advancing, not fully enforced, but 40 is more importantly absolutely exposed there. A awkward call of a Borobadger, or a mistake. You call it what you want. Either way, that Pack 40 is going to end up in the hands here of Shoguncho. It's just going to destroy it. It's also going to be bad news, since it has only the Panther 4 then to fight a T-35 backed up by all of these anti-tank rifles. That is not great at all here for Borobadger. There you go, just to make sure that Borobadger somehow does not salvage it. He pops a satchel charge on it. Thumbs up there to Shoguncho. Borobadger forced to go for another Pack 40. And Shoguncho commits to a second heavy mortar. Good golly. Double heavy mortar is going to be a definite, I think, problem here for Borobadger. Not very often you see double heavy mortars though in matches. They used to be common, but that is many years ago, when the heavy mortar was absolutely bonkers. Still, double heavy mortars I think could be a problem here for Borobadger, depending how Shoguncho makes use of them. So far though, he doesn't seem to be a big barrage person, though he really should be. Most artillery pieces like the mortars perform a lot better when you use the mortar barrage ability. And of course remember to use the smoke as well. Oh, hey, mortar firing down there before 2 Panther moving up, but he's got the Pack 40 out there as well, but he's going to have to get a bit closer to the front line first. Going to need to make a sprint, by the way, thumbs up to that. Good use of sprint. A lot of people tend to overlook that ability as the Wehrmacht. One more to fire there. Still no barraging here from Shoguncho. Firing here in the south, gun is routed. Could see a potential wipe here. Pack 4 lands a nice hit. Still no barrages here from Shoguncho. They do fire notably slower and less accurately when you just have the mortar fire. Small hit there on the Pack 40, but nothing critical. Jürgen maybe at most just got a few bruises. Fun fact about the HM30 120mm mortar, it was actually used extensively by the Germans as well. Well, in fact, the Axis force in general, they straight up copied the design and just used it like that. That was it really. The Germans make great use of them. I believe the Finns did, the Romanians, the Hungarians, they just pretty much just made use of the heavy mortar. So, little fun fact there. Little fun fact there. Pack 40 up in the T-35, pushing the back, damage engine on it, 4 kills, that's into 1. Need to be carefully. Stug halfway down for Borobadger, and definitely suits me necessary here. Shoguncho can soon go for more T-35s. At which point he's going to probably would really benefit from 2 Stugs. And Morton needs to be careful. There you go, Jaeger Command Squad advancing. Panther as well there. Shoots, misses. Jaeger Command Squad there taking heavy losses. Mine goes off as well there. Could almost see a wipe there. And there you go. Stug 3D around for Borobadger. And the... oh, what was it actually? 3rd Panzer Division? Oh, that's it for now. T-35 using repairs. Good work there. Back here, troops reinforcing healing for Borobadger. Northern point being seized. We've got 346 to 286. Borobadger has a slightly better lead now with Shoguncho in terms of victory points. Pune Squad set in the center here, taking fire from the Panther 4 and the 2-2. Veterans who want gauge. 2 Gold Masters, Pintle Mark machine gun ready. 2 guard squads advancing through the center. Panther 4 moving up. Pack 4 ready. We got the Grenadiers advancing with an MD-42 in tow as well. Both in flank positions. Grenadiers moving in. And the 2-2 immediately combusts. No abandons this time around. Panther 4, 10 kills. Veterans who won. Stug's got a pin machine ready. More hay mortify here. Northern point being seized by the Punes. From the south here we got engineers around here by the MD-42 and the Grenadiers. Panther 4 there at almost half health. Definitely needs to fix that up fast. Those pioneers in a pretty bad condition. There goes Shoguncho holding up another T-45. That's going to be a problem there for Borobadger depending how Shoguncho uses it. So he's got the Stug, he's got the Pack 40, so at least it shouldn't be all bad. It should be somewhat doable. In particular, makes great use of the Stug. It can be quite the critical weapon. There we go. T-45 rushes straight into the Stug and the Pack 40. Immediately taking several hits that pushes quite down in terms of health. North here, Grenadiers and Jaeger Command Squad are doing a heavy toll. Then the Punitive Squad almost taking out entirely. Hay mortar rain down around the center before taking some light damage. The Grenadiers in the south being hosed down by the Grenadiers and drops the anti-tank rifle. Man lost there for Shoguncho. Less stuff to repair his things with. 2 and 1 kills. Stug then engaging with his pinmount machine gun. The thing needs to be careful against guardsmen. Unless they don't have any anti-tank rifles at all. Jaeger Command Squad takes a blistering, scorching hit there from the T-45 there with 2 men down in the unit. T-45 taking off its further for the Grenadier Squad there, which is caught in active cover. That's going to be immediate retreat here. I'll risk actually getting them all killed, which would obviously not be to the advantage of Borobadger, that so far they're somehow not getting utterly slaughtered. Stug moving the shoots and misses the T-45 in the south. You've got the Panther 4 versus the T-45. Hay Mortar continue to deliver payload after payload of crippling high explosive shells upon the heads of Borobadger's men. Guardsmen moving up here, backed up by Pune troops and even more guardsmen. A formidable combination of Soviet infantry. Grenadiers pushing back the engineers in the south. He's got his force moving. He's going for the heavy panzer core now. I feel like that's an awkward choice here with Borobadger. I think you should just be committing to more Stugs and maybe an Ostwind rather than go for anything here from the heavy panzer. What the current state of affairs. I'm not entirely sure what you want to go for from it either. Like Panzerwerfer, that's typically going to get a bit messy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sturmpanzer would be alright, but I think he needs something for the arm, at which point the Panther is just not particularly great at it. Grenade off in the Jaeger Command Squad. Gets a kill there. More heavy mortar fire here from Shoguncho's heavy mortar battery. 3 kills on 1. Grenades moving up here. Still no real use of the barrage ability here, I think, by Shoguncho. A bit of a shame, a bit of no sight. Grenadiers routed with extreme force and prejudice here by Shoguncho's T-45. There goes Stug, Panther 4 on the move. These caught here from the southern victory point. We got 346 with 224. Mark vehicle in the Panther 4. I think, yep, T-45's go for it. There you go. Already one great hit there. Needs to get the Stug down to the Pack 40 plus assist. Another hit almost costing the the Panther 4. And we got a Panzerwerfer here for Borobadger. Not entirely sure if this is going to be the best pick. I mean, sure, the Hay-Mortar and Guardsmen a bit annoying, but it's not going to be very useful against the T-45s. In fact, it's going to be quite vulnerable to them. And a good push. Artillery barrage called in, I think, on something. I'm not entirely sure whether you got artillery called in. Around here, I guess? Oh, the church. Okay, that makes sense then. Why I wasn't paying attention? There's like no one in it, so why would he call in the artillery on it? Obviously, someone was there. There's Borobadger misclicked. M40 being assailed by the T-35s. We got the Stug. Oh, the Pack 40 nearby. Good work. Veterans 1 gain. Troops following up here in the wake of the T-35s. Machine gun being routed as it simply cannot resist the 2 Soviet tanks. Panzerwerfer ready. Can Borobadger turn the tide with a payload of rockets right into the heart of Shoguncho's forces? Panzer IV being repaired. Stu hanging back, needs infantry support. Panzerwerfer so far not doing anything for Borobadger. Grab the cuff point there. We got all 3 victory points under control now of Shoguncho and the Red Army. Panzer getting ready for a barrage here. Then it is in the air command squad advancing here. Peons in a bit of a tight spot. And force retreat. Panzer IV slowly being faced up. Stuke, of course, in need repairs as well. Gas spot and fine position. It could be a good target for the Panzerwerfer barrage, maybe. That he's hoping for Shoguncho to bunch up his stuff and then murder it. Hey, mortar raining down. 4 kills, veterans 1, 2 kills. Another T-35 found there for Shoguncho. And this is definitely where the Panzer is just not going to be any good at all for Borobadger. Like, triple T-35s with the Panzer is just kind of useless, since it can't really do anything against the tanks. Firing the Panzerwerfer. Question is, what? Is it the heavy mortars? Yup, or at least the expected position, the mortars, but most of the rockets actually whiff, so yeah, that Panzerwerfer is just really not going to do him any good, I think. Hey, mortar firing down, almost got the pick 40 there. Jaeger command's going to go in there for the guards rather than infantry. Panzer IV setting out, doing new repairs, but might have just be pushed into the fight as well, to be honest. And we got, there we go, triple T-35s here, ready for Shoguncho. 8 for middle force here for Borobadger to deal with. A challenge that's going to be quite tough, to put it mildly. Pack in, cleared out here. Second hand multiply close veterans 1. Panzer IV, the gaining veteran 2 Schützen at it. Great work there. Panzer IV taking some light damage here from the heavy mortars. Pack 45 there for Borobadger after the one that was lost. Up north, a bit of fighting here. Garten and Pums from dealing here with Borobadger's troops. T-35 have to further deal with him, and of course maybe go for a flank here against Borobadger. Panzer finding southwards, in fact, it's blinking his armor forward. There you go, going for the heavy mortar, almost got it. T-45 charging in, assailing the stupid protector, got pushed too far from no infantry screen and no line of sight, no HQ getting out there. Definite tactical error there by Borobadger, allowing Shoguncho to just quickly drive up and shoot to bits. Panzer IV there in trouble, half health, marked target on it. The situation is rapidly deteriorating here for Borobadger, and again, this is where the Panzer just isn't going to be of any use for him. T-35 pursuing the Panzer IV. Can't quite seem to land any hits. Shot bounce or miss, but unlucky there for Shoguncho. But right now, he's at the doorstep of Borobadger's space and starting to murder the troops and take out the bunker there. Bunker down, is taking casualties. Panzer IV now forced to deal with it, and actually he's taking heavy damage. Panzer IV knocked out. Pack 40 gets a good hit. Could get the almost ace T-35 here, but doesn't. Now with that, I think Borobadger is very much dead in the water. There we go, GG, game over. A loss for the German army, a victory for the Red Army. Some brutal fighting here in the end, though. Borobadger, I think, had some good opportunities, but didn't quite capitalize on them. Also think you should have focused more on the Stooks here versus Shoguncho. Also, some Panther has been a great addition. And some more active uses of the MD42 with the Incendiarma pistol, I think, could also been quite useful versus Shoguncho. So their overlooked ability can be quite impactful. Shoguncho, I'd say, handled the map quite well. Good maneuvers, good flanking, good mining, and over exploiting Borobadger's mistakes quite well. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I've learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell family. But don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links and Cheers. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.